Hello, everybody. This is your teacher Joyce. We are talking about time signature today. You probably see some number in your songbook or in your piano pieces. You probably see those kind of number like before your song starts. Okay. So this kind of number, we call this time signature. And on your textbook, page number 3, it says time signatures indicate the number of beats in each measure. Okay, so, the time signature, it shows how many beats are to be contained in each bar and which note value is to be given one bit. So the upper number, that number is the number of counts in each measure, okay? And then the lower number, it tells what kind of note that receives one count, okay? So for example, 4/4, it means the upper number is 4. So each measure, okay? So we talked about this is bar, and then, the bar creates the measure, okay? So this is measure. So the upper number is 4, which means each measure we have 4 count, okay? And then the lower number, this is 4, it means quarter. Okay, so that means quarter note, it receives one count. Okay, so that quarter note value, like which is 1 bit, is to be given 1 bit. Okay, so for example, 4/4, let me erase everything. So for example, 4/4, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bars. So we have 5 measure. And then when your song ends, we have double bar, right? Okay, so 4/4, 4 beats in each measure, and then quarter note receives 1 bit. So for example, the quarter, the value is 1 bit, right? So it has to be 4 bits in each measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. If you want to put half note here, this is already 2, right? And then you can maybe 2 quarter, 3, 4, right? And you just make each measure with 4 bits, okay? And then what about we fill this measure with 8th note? Then how many 8th note we have in this measure? Probably 8, right? Because this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. Each 8th note, like 2 8th note, this is 1 quarter, right? Or we can do you remember the dotted half note? This is how many beats? 1, 2, 3, and then you could 1 quarter. Make this measure, perfect with 4 bits, right? What about 1 whole note? The value is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So this one is okay, right? This is 4/4. What about 3/4? That means the upper number is how many beats in each measure, right? And then the bottom one is 4, which is quarter. Quarter notes get 1 bit, okay? And then each measure, you have to fill each measure with 3 counts, okay? So maybe we could fill this measure with 3 quarter notes, okay? Or just 1 dotted half, and then how many eighth notes then? 6, right? Because this is 1, this is 1, this is 1. So total is 3. If you want to use half note and quarter, then this is 3 too, right? And then 1, 2, 3 again. All right, so these measures, each measure satisfies the beats, right? Count 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. And this is 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So you count, when you see the bar here, each measure start from beat 1. Okay, so you don't count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 because we have bar here, another measure. So this is measure 1, this is measure 2, this is measure 3, right? Then second measure is start from 1. Okay, each measure start from beat 1 again. Okay, so this is 4, 4, 3, 4, and then let me give you another example, like a 2, 4. So these three time signature, like a 3, 4, 4, 4, 2, 4, they are really common time signature that you mostly see in your workbook and in your piano pieces, right? So 4, 2, 4 is the same. The upper number, it indicates how many beats in each measure. And this lower number is 4, so which is quarter gets 1 beat, right? So if you want to fill with the quarter note, you need to fill 2 quarter notes, right? 1, 2, and then probably half note is 1, 2, okay? All right, and then eighth note, how many eighth note we have? 4, right? Because this is quarter, this is quarter. So 1, 2, right? And then you remember, what about here? This is dotted quarter, right? So this is 1.5, right? 1.5. So you probably fill with the eighth note here because this is 1 plus half and this is half. So it make beat 2, okay? So this is 2, 4. All right, so let's talk about 6, 8. You probably see this number too. This is, very common time signature too. So you look at the upper number, this is a 6. So 6 beats in each measure, right? And then this one, the lower number, this is 8. So 8 notes receive 1 beat, okay? So you have to think about in this song, like 6, 8, you have to think about eighth note, it's 1 beat, not quarter note, okay? So in this song, your quarter gets 2 beats because eighth note is 1, right? Okay, so here, let me give you some example. So in this song, you see the time signature 6, 8, then quarter is no longer 1 beat, okay? Eighth note gets 1 beat. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And I'm just gonna link eighth note here. Okay, so even though, this eighth note in this song, like 2, 4, eighth note gets half, right? But in this song, if eighth note is the main character, okay? So this is not half value anymore. This is 1 beat because the lower number is eighth. Eighth note gets 1 beat, okay? So this is 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6, because upper number is 6. So 6 beats in each measure, okay? So if you put 1 quarter note here, it's not 1 anymore. It's 1, 2, and I'm just gonna put eighth note is 1, 2, 3, okay? And what about dotted half? If you put dotted half note here, that it's not 3, this is 6 beats, okay? So you have to put dotted quarter note because, you know, dotted quarter is how many eighth note here? 3, right? Because quarter is 2/8, and then dot is the half value of the quarter. So 1/8, right? So we have 3/8 notes in dotted quarter note, right? But here in 6/8 song, we count this 1, 2, 3, okay? So here, if you put 1 dotted quarter note, it already satisfies 6 beats in this measure, okay? Then what about this one? Do we need any other notes in this measure? No, because how many eighth notes in dotted half note? Dotted half note is how many quarter? 3, right? But how many eighth note? 6, right? So you have to do some math here. So this is 6 eighth note. So this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, let me count like this so that you are not confused, okay? So here we already have 6 eighth note. So this one is okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then maybe you could do like this. 1, 2, 3, and then this is 3/8 note, so it's going to be 4, 5, 6. Okay, so this is 6/8. We're gonna, I'm gonna explain over and over, so don't worry. Let's looking. What about 2/2? Okay, 2/2 is, the upper number is 2. That means what? 2 beats in each measure. Okay, and then the bottom number is not 4, not 8, is 2. Okay, that means half note gets 1 beat. Okay, haha. So half note gets 1 beat. Then in this song, quarter note is not 1 beat, is what? Half value. Okay, so it's really important to for you to notice, to be aware, like the time signature before you play the songs, because it determines how many beats are to be contained in each bar, and how it determines how the way you play the songs. Okay, so 2/2. So what about like eighth note here? It's not half value, it's 1/4 in this song. Okay, but like a 4/4, it gets like a normal beats. So like quarter is 1, and then your eighth note is going to have half value. Okay, so in this song, like a 2/2, you see, let's start from quarter note. Quarter note. Is it okay? Yeah, because that is like, you know, 1 and 2, like that, right? Because this one is not 1 bit anymore. This is a half value, okay? What about this one? That is okay because half note gets 1 bit. 1, 2, right? Then how many eighth note we're going to? What about this? It's okay because this is going to be 1 and this is 2. Okay, so this is 2, 2. And then maybe we could do, what about this one? You could do that, right? 1, this is going to be 1 because, you know, in normal time signature, this is a 1/2 note, right? So this is 1 and 2, like that, okay? So, you know, you need to know the time signature here, okay?